Hello and welcome back to the Body Bar. My name is Tristan. Today's class is a full body mat Pilates class, and it's a really great way to start the day, hopefully leaving you feeling refreshed and energized and ready to take on your day ahead. So when you're ready, we're going to get started standing. Alright, so we're just going to start getting a little bit of movement into that spine. So we're going to take a big inhale, lift the arms up overhead. At the top, you're going to interlace the hands, palms are going to face up towards the ceiling. Take a big breath in. Exhale, send your hips over to the side, lean over to the left, and restack the spine, come back up to center. Take it to the other side, leaning over, stretch it out, and lift yourself back up. So maybe you've just woken up, maybe you've just gotten out of bed and everything's feeling a little bit sticky, and we just want to get some movement into that spine before we come down onto the mat. Good. One more to both sides. Lean over, press those fingertips away. Lift it up. One more to the other side. Lean into it. Lift yourself all the way up. Release those hands. Let's just take a few rolls back with those shoulders. Lift up to the ears and down. Nice full circles here. Good. And release it. So we can step ourselves down towards the end of the mat. Let's lift the arms up. Interlace the fingers behind the head again. So we're going to take an inhale, gaze up towards the ceiling, extending the spine. As you exhale, we're going to nod the chin towards the chest and start to roll it down. Have a bend into the knees here. We're going to take an inhale, come to a flat back. And exhale, we fold back down towards the knees. Take a big inhale, start to restack that spine, curl it all the way up. At the top, we gaze towards the ceiling. Good. Exhale, nod the chin towards the chest, start to roll it back down. Feel each vertebra peeling down, a little bend into those knees. Inhale, we come to a flat back. Exhale, fold back into it. Big inhale, restack that spine, curl it all the way up, and at the top we gaze towards the ceiling. Let's just do two more. Exhale, nod the chin towards the chest, fold it down. Start to roll through each vertebra. Inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, we fold back towards the knees. And a big inhale, restack everything up, curl it up at the top, gaze towards the ceiling. This is the last one. Exhale, nod the chin towards the chest, start to roll it down. Little bend into those knees, take it all the way down. Inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, fold. And inhale, restack, rebuild, curl it up. Come into that extension. And then just come back to a neutral spine. Drop those hands down. Let's take it into some squats here. So we're going to send the hips back, reach the arms up overhead. We send the weight back towards the heels. We inhale to take it down, exhale to lift. If that feels weird and you want to switch the breath around, then just play with it here. You're welcome to change that up. Good. Send the weight back to the heels, stabilizing those shoulders as you reach the arms up overhead. Good. Let's go 6 and 5. Good. Take it down 4. And this is 3. Last 2. Let's hold the next one down, hold it there. Start scissoring those arms. So we reach one arm long, the other arm goes back. The gaze can follow that arm that's sending back behind you. So you're staying in that nice long neutral spine. Good, think of drawing those tummy muscles up towards the spine and reach through those fingertips for 5 and 4. Last 3 and 2. And 1, come back to the center, extend the legs all the way up. Good, so hopefully we're feeling a little bit warmer. We can make our way down to the mats. So let's come all the way down. And we're going to come to laying on our backs. And let's just bring the soles of the feet together. Open the knees out, let those knees drop out to the sides. And we're going to bring our hands onto our rib cage. So bring the middle fingers to touch here. And let's just quiet down and just get into some breathing. So we're going to take an inhale in through the nose. And as you exhale, blow it out through the mouth. We inhale in and we feel that expansion of the chest. Feel the rib cage opening laterally out to the sides. And exhale, bring it back in. Good, really knitting those ribs together on that exhale. Good, one more. Inhale, we take those ribs, expand them out laterally. And as you exhale, feel those fingertips coming back together. Very nice. Good, let's bring those legs together, bring the soles of the feet onto the mat. And we're just going to take our hands here, bring them down by the sides, palms face in towards the body. Let's lift the arms up on the inhale. As you exhale, we're going to circle them all the way around. Inhale, we lift and reach. Exhale to circle around. Think of keeping a nice long neutral spine here, so that back is carrying that natural arch. And as your arms are coming up, we're focusing on keeping the rib cage down on the mat, so we're not overextending, not popping that rib cage up. We inhale to lift, exhale, take it around. Good, last one this direction. And we can reverse it, start taking it out to the sides, and up, and down. Reach through the fingertips, and lift. Just avoiding that ribcage flaring. Keep it nice and solid against the mat. Good, reach, and lift. Last one, reach, and lift. Place those hands back down. Palms can face down towards the mat. Let's walk those feet a little bit closer in towards the sitting bones. You're going to take a breath in here. As you exhale, we're going to tilt the pelvis to really compress the back against the mat, and then slowly start to roll one vertebra at a time. Lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale, start from the top of the back and start to roll it all the way down. Pass through that imprinted spine, come back to neutral. Inhale, we tilt the pelvis, pressing into that imprinted spine, and exhale, we start to roll it up. Hold for the inhale. Exhale, start from the top of the back, start to peel each vertebra down, 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 and release to neutral. And again, inhale. Exhale, we tilt the pelvis, let's roll it up. Hold at the top for the inhale. And exhale, start from the top of the back, peel each vertebra down, pass through that imprinted spine, release to neutral. Two more. Inhale. Exhale, we tilt the pelvis, roll it all the way up. Hold at the top for that inhale. And exhale, start to peel it all the way back down. This next one we're going to take up and hold. So take an inhale, exhale, start to roll, 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 and hold it there. So now we're just focusing on the weight, staying on those shoulder blades. We're nice and engaged with the glutes and the hamstrings. Good, you feel a nice stretch into the hip flexors in the front of those legs. Let's lift the arms up towards the ceiling. So palms can face in towards each other. So we're going to lower those hands up overhead. As we do so, we're going to lower the spine down. And as we lift the arms up, the hips are going to lift towards the ceiling. So there's going to be no rolling through the spine now. We're just going to lift those hips up in one unit, engage with the glutes and the hamstrings, and lower down in one unit. No rolling through that spine, we just lift and lower, nice and controlled. Lift and lower. Good, really engaging through the glutes and the hamstrings, focusing on keeping that ribcage down as those arms come up overhead. Lift and lower. And just try not to lift too high here. So we're lifting just till we come to that bridge position. We use our tummy muscles to keep everything nice and stable. Last three. Good, and down. This is two. Reach and down. The last one. Lift. Place your hands on the mat, keep them there, and just lower those hips all the way down. We can lift one leg to tabletop, followed by the other. Just hug those knees in towards your chest. Take a few rocks from side to side here. Just massage out the lower part of the spine. Good, let's keep those legs in that tabletop position. Place your hands down, just off of the mats, palms face down. We're going to take it for a little spinal rotation, so keep those knees together. We take an inhale. As you exhale, let's drop the knees off towards the left, and bring it up towards the center, and drop it down towards the right. So try not to let gravity take over too much here. You still want to keep it nice and controlled, and really use your tummy muscles to draw those legs back in. So we drop to the side, feel that nice twist, and draw it back in. Drop down to the side, and draw it in. Last one each way. Drop it down, and lift. Last one to the other side, drop, and lift. Hold it there. Keep those legs in that tabletop position. We're going to take our hands, interlace them behind the head here. So from here, we're just going to go for some toe taps. So we're just going to tap one toe down, lift, followed by the other, lift. So those legs are going down nice and controlled and coming back to that tabletop position. Good. And we're going to lift the head and shoulders now. So we're going to come up into flexion, gaze down towards the end of the mat. And we're just alternating here, still tapping and tapping. The spine is imprinted, so your spine is nice and flush against the mat here, so you can protect that whole lower part of the back. Down and down. Good, last 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bring those legs back in, lower the head and shoulders, take an inhale, exhale, we lift. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Keep the elbows nice and wide, keep them just in the corners of your eyes. We're just avoiding pulling on the head and shoulders here. Good, and we're lifting up, keeping the spine imprinted. 4, 5. Good, exhale on that lift, 4. And 3. Good, last 2. And the last 1, we hold it there. Right leg goes out on the diagonal, bring it in. Left leg goes out, bring it in. Reaching it only as low as you can, keep that spine imprinted into the mat. Good, reach out and in, out and in. Last 5 and 4. Good, 4, 3 and 2 and 1. Bring it back in, lower the head and shoulders down. Just take a breath, big inhale in. And as we exhale, let's lift the head and shoulders again. We're going to make it a bit smoother now, so let's just speed it up slightly. Still reaching out on the diagonal, point through those toes, keep the back nice and imprinted into the mat. And let's add some rotation. So we're going to go opposite elbow towards opposite knee, twisting, using the torso, really rotate. Try not to pull on the head and shoulders here. We rotate using those obliques. Exhale on that rotation. Reach and reach. Good, point through those toes. Keep moving. 4, 5. Good, exhale, 4. And 3. Yes, last 2. And 1. Come back to the center. Lower the head and shoulders down. Hug the knees into the chest. Little rocks from side to side. You can turn your head from side to side if you feel any tension in your neck. Good, and place those legs back down. Right, from here we're going to roll onto our sides. So you can turn yourself onto your side. You're going to take your bottom arm and you're either going to have it here bent underneath of your head, or it's going to reach out long, palm faces down, whichever is going to be more comfortable for you here. That bottom leg is going to be bent. Top leg, we're going to reach out long, and we're going to point through those toes. Here, we just want to really focus on our hip bones staying facing forward. So you've got this little lift underneath the under obliques. Hip bones are staying facing forward. Bring your hand to balance you just in front. And we're going to start lifting that leg up and flexing the foot to lower. So it's a point to lift and a flex to lower. Try not to lift it too high. We're keeping it almost just in line with that hip, and we lower it down. Point to lift, flex to lower. We really focus on keeping nice and stable, keeping everything facing forward. If you want to bring your hand onto your hip bone here, that can be quite nice just for that feedback, just so you can really feel that hip moving, feel how it's staying forward, just as long as it's not going to make you lose your balance. Good. Point to lift and flex to lower. Let's do 4 more. Good. Inhale and exhale. Last 2. And 1. Take it down. Let's lift that leg back up in line with the hip. Now you're going to point the toes so that the toes point downwards. So you're coming to this little internal rotation with the hip. And we point those toes, they point downwards. We just do a little lift and a lower. Lift and a lower. Good. I know that side immediately starts getting all fired up. Let's do 5 and 4. Last 3 and for 2 and 1. Let's bend that leg. Place it down, lift and kick it out. Bend, place it down, lift and kick long. Bend, place it down, lift and kick. Good. Bend, take it down, lift and kick. 2 more. Bend, take it down, lift and kick. Last 1. Bend, take it down, lift and kick. Keep that foot flexed. Send it a little bit more back behind you. So now it's going to be on the diagonal. Just try not to lose your balance through the pelvis. We're going to do a little pulse with that leg. Little pulse up and down. So keep reaching it back. You've got that hip extension. Pulse up. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Pulse in line with the hip and pulse 1 diagonally back. 1 in line with the hip, 1 diagonally back. So it's a little lift just in line, a little lift diagonally back for 5, and back. Good, 4. Take it back, last 3, and back, and 2, and back, last 1, and back, and point that foot, place it down, just take a breath. Let's lift back up, last push. I promise, start circling that leg back behind you. Good, nice full circles. Make sure you're getting backwards and forwards. I know it's burning for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse that circle, take it forwards for 5, 4, point the toes, 3, 2, and 1. Place that leg down, bend those knees, bring them in so they're at a nice 90-degree bend. Let's take that top arm, just reach it out long from that shoulder. You're going to take an inhale to lift the arm up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, come into that nice open twist. Gaze follows that hand. Take an inhale to lift it back up, and exhale to close everything down. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, rotate. Use those torso muscles, use the obliques to really rotate you. Inhale, we lift. And exhale to close it down. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, open out. Hold for the inhale. And exhale, take it all the way down. Last 1. Inhale to lift. Exhale, reach to the fingertips, open out. Hold for the inhale. And exhale, close everything down. Very nice. From here, we're just going to flip straight onto our stomach. So turn yourself all the way down. Let's bring the hands to a little W position. The feet are going to be parallel. Gaze is going to come down towards the mat. We're going to take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to imagine you have a little marble underneath that nose. You're going to roll that little marble away, come up into a bit of extension, and lower yourself back down. So we do it on 2 breaths. Exhale, little roll, and we lift, and inhale to lower. That gaze is staying just down, just in front of the mat, so you're not overextending that neck. We're keeping the neck in line with the upper back. Tiny little roll, a little bit of movement. Lift up and take it down. Last one like this. Little roll and lift and take it down. This time we're going to lift the arms up in line with the shoulders as well. So we're going to take an inhale. Exhale, we're going to lift and lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. So we're really focusing on the middle and upper back extension here. Hands are staying just in line with the shoulders. Lift and lower. Gaze is staying down towards the mat. Good. Last 2. And the last 1. Place it down. Now we're going to add the lower body as well. So we're going to reach through those toes and we're going to lift everything up and lower everything down. So reaching through those toes so the legs are staying nice and straight. Everything lifts and everything lowers. Focus on pubic bone and pelvis just staying flat against the mat whilst everything else lifts up and lowers down. Last 2. Good. And let's hold the last 1. Hold it lifted. Point through those toes. Now come into a little bit of lateral rotation with those feet so the heels point in towards each other, and you can start beating those heels against each other. Beat them in. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex the feet. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And take everything down. Hands come next to your shoulders. Lift yourself up. Come into a shell stretch. Open those knees out. Toes come together. Just round yourself forward. Catch your breath here. Round out those spinal extensors. Round through the lower part of the back so you can really stretch everything out. Stay nice and engaged in those tummy muscles. Good. 1 more big breath in. And exhale, come into a 4-point kneeling position. Spread those fingertips out. Let's bring the knees together and reach them a little bit further back just so they're not right underneath of your hips. We're going to go for a little push-up here. So you're going to take 3 little inhales. On the exhale, we're going to extend. So we're going to go down. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, extend. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, extend. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more and come up onto your toes, then you're welcome to do that. 2, 3. Exhale, extend. Just focus on keeping that nice long neutral spine. Elbows are going diagonally back behind you, about a 45-degree bend. Good. Down, 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 and lift. Neck is staying in line with that upper back. Good. Last two. Down, 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 and lift. Last one. Down, 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 and lift. Open the knees out. Come back to that shell stretch. Send your hips all the way down. Come into it. Just relax here. You can bring your hands next to your sides. Just so you can really relax through those arms. Good. And take a big breath in. And exhale, we start to restack the spine, curl it back up. And we're ready for that other side with that other leg. So make sure you have flipped over to the other side. You'll know immediately if you're doing the same leg. And let's bend that elbow. Either have it bent underneath you just to support your head, or you're going to reach it out long, palm faces down. That bottom leg is going to be bent. Top leg is going to reach out long. And you're focusing on those hip bones staying forward. Keep the tension out of the neck. Keep everything in one long line. That hand is going to come just in front of you to stabilize you here. We're going to start pointing through the foot to lift, flex down to lower. Point to lift, flex to lower. Point to lift, flex to lower. So again, if you want to bring your hand just onto your hip here, then you can feel that nice movement of the hip. Make sure you're staying nice and stable. Make sure those hip bones are staying facing forward. Point to lift, flex to lower. Last 4. And 3. Good, this is 2. And the last 1. Good, let's reach that leg in line at the hip. Point the toes and point the toes down towards the mat so you come with that internal rotation. Little lifts and lowers in that internal rotation. Keep pointing through those toes. For 6, 5, good, last 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Reach through those toes, bend that leg in, flex the foot, take it down, lift, kick it away, bring it in, down, lift, kick long, and in. Bend, extend to kick. Good, keep flexion through that foot. Last 3 there, and in. Take it down, last 2. Good, last 1 here. Kick it long. Now send that leg just a little bit further back behind you. So you're on the diagonal. Stay flexed through the foot. We start doing a little lift and lower, a little pulsing through that foot. So you're in that extension of the hip. We're flexing through that foot, staying nice and stable. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in line of the hip. Lift up. Take a diagonal. Lift. In line. And diagonal. Little lift in line. Little lift on that diagonal. And up. And back. Good. Lift. And back. I know. Lift. And back. 2 more. Lift. And back. Last 1. Lift. And back. And bring it to the center. Point the foot. Just reach it down. Just catch your breath. Let's point those toes to lift it back up. We go for those circles. Nice big circle reaching backwards and forwards. Keep it nice and smooth. Feel that movement into that hip. For 3, 2, 1. Let's reverse it. Start taking it the other direction. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that leg. Bring those legs a little further in towards you so they come out of that 90-degree bend. Top arm comes down. Reach those fingertips out long. Take an inhale. Lift the arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale to fold everything out. Open out. Good. Inhale, we lift. Exhale to close it down. And again. Inhale, we lift through the fingers. Open out. Reach. Hold for the inhale. Exhale to lift back up and close everything down. Good. Inhale, we lift. Feel that lovely opening into the chest. Hold for the inhale. And exhale, we close it down. Last 2. Inhale to lift. Exhale, open, twist. Hold for the inhale. And exhale to close it down. This is the last 1. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we open. Hold for the inhale. And exhale, bring it back to center. Good. Bring that hand just next to you. Press yourself up. Come back into that 4-point kneeling position. Open out the fingertips here. Send those hips a little bit further back behind you. So knees are just back from the hips. Toes can either be curled under or not. We go back for those push-ups. So we take 3 little push-ups down, exhale, extend. So 3, 2, 1, extend. 3, 2, 1, extend. Neck is staying in line with the upper back. Tummy muscles are nice and drawn up towards the spine. Maybe you want to challenge yourself on this one, come all the way up into that plank position, or you want to stay down onto those knees. We got 2 more here. Inhale, 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 exhale, last one. Down, 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 and lift. Take it back to that shell stretch. Open out those knees, toes together, reach everything forward. Good job. You can bring your hands next to your sides, just catch your breath here. And take a big breath in. And exhale, start to restack that spine, curl it back up, come to seated. Let's just come to a cross-legged position. In the middle of your mat, we're going to take the right hand down. Left hand is going to reach up and over, stretch it out, stretch into that side of the rib cage, open everything out. Good, and lift yourself back up, take it to the other side. Reach with those fingers, come into that lovely side bend. And lift everything up. Let's take the hands interlace them behind the head. We're going to take an inhale and extend, gaze up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, round under, gaze towards the navel, arching here. Good, and we reach to look up. And exhale, we take it under. And inhale, we extend. And last time, exhale to take it under. And come back to a neutral spine. Release those hands, roll the shoulders up towards the ears and down. Let's just reach those arms up overhead. Bring your hands together, bring them through heart center. And well done, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining me for this lovely morning Pilates routine. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this, please like and subscribe because it helps us support the channel, and hope to see you again soon. Bye.